you're from Southern California but moved to the middle of nowhere and you make up 99% of the city's diversity in which you live in, this might be helpful for you. It was, I don't know, helpful for me. It works for me. But this is how I do my own eyelash extensions. They last about 2 weeks, and just when you do this, be careful because you're using sharp tools, and also sometimes your eyelashes will fall out. Your eyelashes always fall out. I don't care what they say at eyelash extension places. If they just say they shed, that's just a fancy way of saying they fall out, and it sounds gross if you say shed. It reminds me of a snake. Step 1, you're going to prep your lashes and your skin. So I just got this castor oil from TJ Maxx, but the days leading up to and in between you do your eyelash extensions, I just get a little spoolie, I put the castor oil on there, and every morning and night I just put castor oil on my eyelashes and my eyebrows, just helps them grow and keeps them strong. So I have Asian eyelashes. Duh. So they're not super thick, they're not full, I don't have a lot of them, so when I would get eyelash extensions done, they just never came out how I wanted them to, and I also, again, live in an area where they don't do things like that, so doing my own extensions for the past year has really helped me, 1, save money, and then 2, I actually get the look that I'm going for. So then you're going to want to cleanse your face really well. This is the Deep Cleanse by Tatcha, and if you're trying to minimize your pores, I literally had somebody come up to me and ask me why I had no pores, but this face wash is great. I also like to do a face mask because you can still take it off all ugly with water all over your face because your eyelashes won't be on still. But then next you're just going to do your regular skincare routine. So step 2, you're going to gather and prep your supply. So the first thing is you're going to want to find a pair of strip lashes that is going to be the look that you're going for. So I put some links below down for some different styles, and the ones that I'm using today, I just had a bunch of those left over, but there's a really good dupe for those as well, because these ones are the lilylashes in Mykonos and they're like $30. So if you're doing this for the first time, you're probably not going to want to cut up $30 eyelashes. So you're going to need an eyelash curler, some scissors, eyelash glue, there's a link below for my Amazon store where I will have this on there, some tweezers, an eyelash spoolie, which you can get a bunch of those on Amazon, and this random eyelash strip applicator that I got from a random pair of eyelashes like a long time ago. But you're just going to get a piece of paper. You don't have to do it this way, but I just like to have a little diagram or like a template set out, because when you cut your lashes, you want to put them on in the order that you cut them because they are like shaped and formed a certain way. Carefully just take the lashes out of the box. So on the lashes you'll see these little clusters, and those clusters are where you're going to cut, and you're going to want to cut any extra band also that are on there, and those are like the individual pieces that you'll be gluing on. So after I cut the strip lashes, I'm going to apply them on my little template thing in the order that I cut them from the lash strip. So this is just to make sure that the shape of the lash is going to stay the same and just the volume spread out will be equal on both sides. Once you're done with one side, you're going to do the same thing and do it to the other side. Step 3 is to curl your natural lashes, and this is just so your eyelashes are all going the right way. It just makes it easier to apply the glue in the lashes itself. Step 4, apply glue on the top of the lash cluster and glue to the underside of your natural lashes. So you're going to shake your glue, open it up, put a little dollop down. So now you're going to pick up the lash cluster with your tweezers and try not to tweezers, it just makes it so much harder. But you're going to put glue on the top side of the lash cluster, so kind of hold it upside down, and you're just going to kind of sweep it through the glue and take off any extra. So this is because when you apply the lash cluster, it's going on like the underside of your eyelash, and you want to glue it as close to your lash line as possible without touching your waterline. This process can be super frustrating, and I found the easiest way to do it is if you hold the lash cluster at the very end of the lash with your tweezers, and then when you apply it to your natural lash, just kind of hold it there even if you feel like it's not sticking. Wait a couple seconds and then remove your tweezers. Once the glue gets a little bit more dry, then you can kind of manipulate it a little more. It's just easier to kind of play with, but honestly the first time I did this, I couldn't get them to stick on and I just quit. Step 5, you're going to repeat the process until you reach your desired length / volume. So when you apply the lashes, you're going to want to put them next to each other, not on top of each other, and again, as close as your waterline as you can. Holding the mirror underneath your face really helps because you can just look up and it's just easier to visualize. So once you get them on, you can kind of move them around, make sure that they're all going in the shape that or way that you want them to go before they're completely dry. Again, easier to manipulate once they've dried a little bit. Step 6. Once the glue is almost dry, you're going to smush the false lashes and your natural lashes together. So this is where I use that random lash applicator thing that I got from like literally a random pair of eyelashes. And it's easier. You can use an eyelash curler to do this, but if you're using big fluffy lashes like me, it's just kind of hard to get all the eyelashes in the eyelash curler. So I just use this to make sure that everything is glued down together. And I just kind of pinch my natural lashes with the false lashes with the glue that is almost dry but not completely dry. And then I'm going to lightly just brush them out. Step 7, you're going to repeat everything you did on the other eye, and then once you're all done, you're going to just dry your eyes with a fan. You don't have to use a fan, but this one's super cute. It's like tiny and pink, and it's like a mini fan, and it's portable, and you just charge it with a USB, but I also got this on Amazon. So step 8, you're going to show off your long lash bangs and fly away from the hairs if you need to. So I hate when people kind of condescendingly will ask, like, are those your real eyelashes? Like, no, they touch my eyebrows. Do anybody's eyelashes touch their eyebrows? But it helps my mental, it makes me feel confident, and that's all that should matter. But this is how I do it. It's worked for me, and if you do try it, just remember it takes some patience, but if it works for you, let me know. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody. Thanks!